Hey guys, well, welcome everybody. It is what's today? Wednesday. So Wednesday out here at Mod, and finally back at the shop for a little bit of time. But now we're gonna be off once again out to Perris, California now. For those that what's going on, Bill Smith? For those that don't know, we transferred our final race on over to the dirt over at Perris. That is Joey Christensen's new track out there. They've been running a ton of 8 scale out there as of late, and we've wanted to make it out there for a while now. We already had talked to Joey about the doing 2022 there for the Mod 5th Scale Championship Series and 8 Scale, and we wanted to try and get there eventually, but right now dealing with some complications with SoCal. Nothing on our part, nothing on their part, just some stuff that they have going on. We will be transferring over for this weekend. We're going to be racing both 5th scale and 8th scale, so let guys know. And we'll have full live coverage for the entire weekend, Mod Live media coverage, full timing and scoring provided by Lifetime and Live RC, and then we obviously will have interviews and everything like that, as well as this is our series finals. So for those that don't know out there, we've had 6 race series finals, and this is the final one. So it takes 3 to qualify for the overall. We're going to have special trophies that are done up for that for everybody, as well as we have trophies for the standard stuff for the race weekend. So for both 5th scale and 8th scale guys, we're going to have trophies for them as well. And then final series trophies. And then something that we're tossing in, we always do something special for like the overall, kind of like giving back to the guys. Like the first year we had custom made pit boards that we did. The second year we had what was it? The special tool stands that were custom red, white, and blue Mod Championship Series tool stands that everybody, all the winners got. And then this year is something because we want to move the racing forward within 5th scale. And something that happened this year that pushed us a lot to do it as well is we had a little girl get hit by one of the 5th scales, and it had actually hopped the fence and was not good. So, and for a while now, we've needed this. That's going to be sort of starting to be mandatory at a lot of these races. I'm sure here coming into 2022 are kill switches. So we've been running this one at West Coast Nats as well, in the buggy class worlds this year. We've been 100% standing behind them, and this right here has saved a lot of cars and is a really, really good safeguard for us out there. So all of the 40 winners, they're going to be receiving a mod kill switch. It's a $100 mod kill switch. So this is for all the guys, that want to continue doing it. Moving into 2022, we're going to be really pushing towards mandatory kill switches. We're going to have some leniency, but basically it's going to be mandatory, guys. It's going to be kind of like a transponder. This has saved a ton of guys' butts out there. And I know it's a very, very cheap insurance. These will be, basically all the winners. There'll be 40 some winners altogether. Each one's going to receive one of these guys. So this right here, guys, it's $100. So we're giving away $4,000 worth of these things for you guys. So there's no excuse not to be using this next year. This right here is going to move us in the right direction, and it doesn't have to be ours. We stand behind ours 100%, so obviously we're going to push it, but there's other ones out there. There's the dynamite ones, there's the killer bees, stuff like that. So if you already have them, but this right here, guys, is really going to help out our community and save you a lot of money in the long run. And I trust these in my rig, and a bunch of our guys out there trust them as well. And we have not had, I've seen maybe 2 or 3 problems, maybe on the kill switches side. I've seen several issues more so on the user side. It's usually on the user side. But the 2-3 times we've had a problem, we've replaced the kill switches free of charge, because we want guys to run this thing because it's a safety thing. This is huge. It kills the car if you lose signal. It kills the car if your radio shuts off. Kills the car if you push a button on your radio. Kills the car if you lose your battery. So it's saved a ton of guys, but we want to move fifth scale in the right direction, and there's no reason not to use these things now, because we're using them day in and day out in our race rigs. And I won the worlds with them personally. Won last year's series events with them. David just won West Coast Nationals, and there's a slew of guys. I know Dan Silogy from OBR, he stands behind him. OBR stands behind him. Loam stands behind him. So we have a ton of guys that are running these things. We have, I know that like Steve Perris, he popped in. I know Mike Duncan, Brian Shapiro, a ton of the boys out there are all using these kill switches, and this is something that we need to move towards, so we have no more problems, guys, and no more runaways that could potentially take out some people. So each one of everybody's going to be receiving one of these guys, so $4,000 worth of these kill switches plus trophies for you guys out there. So we want to make sure that we're helping the fifth scale community grow, and it's a thank you as well for being a part of the series, and just all 6 events. You only have to go to 3 of them, so even so, you're almost even if you go to 3 of them, I know there's I can look at the points. We'll look at them soon. That with everybody out there. So basically, if you've competed in 3, you're probably going to be near the top 20 to be even eligible to get one. So, man, just your entry fees right there. Not basically you paid for it and then paid a couple bucks to race. So, you guys are going to love it. So, it's big time. So let's get into it. So some of the guys out there, we have the points for this year versus what we did last year is pretty cool. So last year, for those guys out there, let's see here. Keith Edwards is popping in. We'll be looking into this. Yeah, for Keith, we definitely want to get some out to you guys. This is 100% needed for us to grow. Is getting kill switches in our cars. So let me see if you guys can hopefully hear me. It's the microphone that's on my computer itself, so hopefully maybe that helps with you guys. Sounds like I'm in a restroom. Alright, well that's not good. I don't know where I have a headset for you guys. Let's see if I can hear myself on my computer. Alright, well, I know you guys can hear it because I can hear it on my computer. Yeah, sorry I don't have another microphone right now. I know I do all this media stuff and I don't have a microphone. Well, it is what it is, guys. So anyways, The schedule for next week, Steve is asking, is Friday's going to be practice, noontime practice. We'll be practicing later into the day. Depending on how the track holds up, we're going to have to do probably some track maintenance later on during the day. And then come Saturday, we're going to start 9:30, most likely 10 o'clock in the morning. It will be we'll be running 8 scales for 2 qualifiers and a main event, and 5th scales will be running 3 qualifiers during the day. And we'll alternate it, so it'll go 8 scale, like let's say Truggy, and then 5th scale Buggy qualifications for their first qual, and then 8 scale Ebuggy, and then 5th scale Truck, and then 8 scale Nitro Buggy, and that gives us a pretty good time frame for doing everything. So hopefully that helps you guys out with that one. So okay, so we will go through the points for this next year. So for those guys that are out there, last year and the 2 previous years, we've done it with standard classes, and for that's pertaining to like how we used to do it, with like a pro class, an expert class, a sportsman class, beginner class, everything like that. Well, what that was doing to us is, one, we couldn't fill classes. So you'd have a trickle-down effect, like you'd have like 2 pros or 3 pros at a race, and then you'd have like 5 or 6 experts, and then you'd have 20 sportsmen, and then you'd have 5 beginners. So what this would do is it would spread out our classes so much where we couldn't even get marshals. The racing was terrible, and of course there's exceptions. And sandbagging, so you had guys going way faster, or where they just started 5th scale but they didn't know their own skills, but they'd be in that class for the entire year. And then you had where we were going to a lot of different regions, so there's a lot of different talent in different regions, so we didn't know when guys would end up in basically the classes. So what we ended up doing is we combined everybody, and then we split them almost in groups of 10. So top 10 is like Division 1 is what we call it, which is the pro class. And then the next 10 is Division 2, the next 10 Division 3, the next 10 Division 4. And what that's done for us is it's totally changed how we've raced, and the racing is much closer. Everybody is like fast people. We have full classes. Turn marshalling issues is all gone. And we have bump ups, 3 bump ups in each one, and it's been pretty cool. It's some of the best racing that I've seen. It's made a better program, an easier program, and it's just been better, altogether better. So what that also does is it gave us how are we going to do the overall series points, because we already know that we're going to be taking 3 overall top 3, basically. So 3 out of 6 is how it worked. So 3 out of 6 is how it worked, and you take your best 3. So if you have anything over 3, those drop off. So guys that have competed in all 6, they not only get 1 participation point that automatically goes to their overall. So like, let's even say that you broke down or something, that 1 point actually adds to your total points. So the total event was not worthless to you, as well as it gives you more chances to be higher up within the ranking for the 2021 year. What's going on, Scott Foy? Steven Smith, my points are off. Let me know, Steven, after this, and I will. It's most likely where it was like a Steven Smith and then a Steve Smith, because the computer doesn't know when putting in people's names. Like, let's say we signed up your name or we did something, your points would not be. Your points would not be with your other Steven Smith or Steve Smith. So anybody that has, maybe find your other person that's in there, because most likely it is just a name issue. You guys can do that. So thank you, Scott. So yeah, that's it. So we'll get your points combined, Steven, when I have a chance there. So yeah, we'll go through points, guys, and let's see what's going on, and kind of show you the beauty of drops and where you can get up to. Because for a lot of them, the points are still up for grabs. So let me click on over. Okay, so you guys can see here. We'll take, for instance, Buggy here, and we've got, you can see DJ there with 306 points. He's pretty much locked in with that. He's been to basically all of them. He's had very good points, and but we do have some that are up for grabs. So, for instance, between Tim Parker and Travis Brooks, we have a point spread of 3 here, and we have, where both of these guys, Tim's actually been helped out 1 more point because he attended 1 more than Travis. And, but also, so Tim Parker has a 94 here, so he's got a 94 that he's going to try and get rid of right there. But if he drops that off, and say he gets a 99, that's going to boost him up 5 points. So that would bring him above Travis. And Sam is up there too. The same thing for for Sam Tanner. Sam is looking good, but he's got that 94 that's hurting him. So, and we got a 93 that Travis is taking with him right now. So both of those guys have a really good opportunity to get up there. And also, he's trailing by 5 points to Daniel Fry. So Daniel is not solid either. His can still get taken over by Sam if Sam has a perfect run. So a lot of these things still up for grab here, guys. Let's see if we can go to the next one. Yeah, so got the neck. We'll go to, let's see, truck. Let's see if we can boost that. No. A little bit too big. No, come back. Oh, man. Oh, we got a little magnifying glass here. There we go. Let's see here. Alright, so hopefully you guys can hear me. So for instance here, we have myself, I'm pretty much locked in. I've been to all of them, had 3 up there, pretty good. But we got these guys here, so 294, 293, 289, 289. So realistically in the top basically 2nd through 5th here, and then I'm sure even up to 6, yeah, even Jason. So I would say that's the big spread right there from the 296 to 285. There's about a 10-point spread And even same thing for Kakela. He wants to try and drop off this 84 that he's got going on here. That's in his points right now. So, and Jason is going to want to drop that 91. And these guys, let's see here. So you guys are able to see that 5-point spread basically right there. And all these guys here can look to drop a lot of points, like a 90 for Mitch Mitchell. A 90 for Mitch Mitchell here. He needs to drop that off to try and catch Scott Yates, who he's tied with right now. So everybody is definitely within contention points right now to try and get up to the overall division. So for those guys out there, so you can see me. So for the guys out there, what are the divisions like for the entire series? So usually the top 10 in our race, 1 through 10 would be considered Division 1. But looking from the overall from these last 2 years, we're looking at, okay, how many guys are actually attending at least 3 events? So after doing our math, we only found around 20 to 25 guys in Buggy, or on average, basically 20 people are attending on average 3 events. So honestly, that's not that many. We want to try and boost that for the years to come, but we do know that it is tough to make it to these 3, but we're going to keep pushing. But that still gives us a data graph of where these guys belong in the grand scheme of things for the entire, basically, West Coast. So it'll go for the final. So every variation of 5 going up to the 4th division, so the up to 20 guys, is going to have is going to be ranked basically, or is at least going to get a trophy for their main ranking. So with that, that is 1 through 5 is going to be Division 1. 6 through 10 would be Division 2, and then 11 through 15, you guys can kind of get how we're doing it, and then how the trophies will go is it'll go top 5 in said division. So that gives us our overall, and those division placements for guys to see how they're ranking overall. So yeah, so wanted to update you guys on that. We're going to go over and play a little video that we saw on the Dirt's website. You guys can kind of racecraft. Ended up having a very cool video that they did. But I clicked on it, looked pretty cool. So you guys can check out the facility. This is the Dirt Nitro Challenge track that Joey hosts every year. So he's had it 2 years there. He wasn't able to do it last year, I think, because of some sort of restrictions. But this year it's going to be back there at Perris. So those that don't know, 5th scale, we used to have races at the Dirt Nitro Challenges back in the day, and hopefully we're able to make it back there soon, especially if hopefully we're able to do Silver State this year with those guys. We're going to be definitely talking to Joey about that, and no promises, I know, but that's a very, very cool if we can be a part of it. So we'll click on over, and you guys can check out the track that we're going to be racing at. Remember, both 5th scale and 8th scale guys are welcome this weekend. 8th scale, we will be racing just on the main Saturday, and then Saturday and Sunday and for 5th scale guys. And so here we go. And get this on here so we can play it for you. there we go. Sorry about that. So that will be our track. Not necessarily that layout. I'm not positive. That's just to show you guys the overall kind of facility and stuff like that. Plenty of parking out there for those that are out there. This is on fairgrounds, so it is $25 a night if you are staying, and I guess that's probably per camper type of thing would be my guess. And just overall, super excited to go to this track. For those that maybe scared of more of the 8-scale style layouts, every time that we've done it, the cars make everything. It's super fun, and we actually find less broken parts due to the fact that we're not going wicked fast, and when you do crash, you're endoing and all sorts of stuff. So we've done it at CBR, Delta, more jumps, sort of a layout, where that's been, prefer those tracks personally, and a lot of people do, that I do know, and it makes you a better driver too. So I don't know exactly the layout that's going to be there. We'll be shooting a little video tomorrow for you guys to show you what's up, but I do know that it's a fairly large track, so it shouldn't have any sort of problem accommodating our rigs and everything like that. And will be good too to see Joey as well, and support their new facility, as well as Joey has a lot of different events going on, like Nitro Challenge and Silver State, so hopefully we can lock into those hopefully in the future, get really good exposure for 5th scale. So anyways, guys, just kind of wanted to let you guys know that of what was going on. We've gone through basically the points. We've gone through everything, what we're going to be giving away. We'll have, of course, raffles and prizes and everything like that going into the race weekend. It should be a really, really fun weekend, guys. This was awesome. We were able to pull this off with just short notice. We had confirmed with Brent ahead of time, might have been about a month ago, just making sure we were all good for SoCal. And then I got a message from Brent that it would not be possible to host it there this year. So basically within a 5-minute phone call and talking to Joey, and luckily we had already kind of set up things for next year as is, and he was awesome to say, hey, let's do it, and it sounds cool, so definitely want to come out and support, and hopefully you guys will be out there. This will be our 3rd year running the mod championship series, directly focused on 5th scale. We've added 8 scales in, and that's been a lot of fun, adding the local crew, and then where they can check out these awesome cars. And it's been a lot of fun. We'll be there tomorrow. I imagine midday to later in the day. We'll see what goes on. But overall, we will be there and trying to get things set up, like the audio and all the timing system and everything like that, and setting to kick off on Friday. So track's not open tomorrow. Down there if you want to set up and everything like that. It will be $25 a night. It is on fairgrounds, so that's Perris Fairgrounds. But I'm just glad we have somewhere to race. Should be a ton of fun out there, and looking forward to it. So, are there any questions out there from guys that you guys want answered that we can help you out with? Just want to make sure everybody knows what's going on, and that we should be good for tomorrow. Tracks will be a ton of fun, I know it. I've heard nothing but good things about the new facility, and we'll make any sort of changes that there needs to be, and to make it fun for everybody that our rigs are able to do it. And food truck or someone selling food. I believe there's food that's close, Steve. I don't know if there's a food truck. That I'm not positive of. I do know that there's going to be a carpet race that's happening on the same grounds. I don't know if they might have secured something. There's food around. It's very close to areas where you can go out and about probably a 5-minute drive and you're able to get some food. That's not a problem. I think I'll have my car there as well. So if you need to take my car, Steve, you can take my car. So no big thing. So anyways, guys, I think we're pretty much good to go. Just kind of wanted to update everybody, and it seems like everybody loves the new change that we had for the venue change. I haven't really heard anybody like, darn it. So I think everybody is excited about the new venue, new track, somewhere new and exciting. And we'll be there next year as well for the finals again. And try to bring some cool things to the fifth scale community, guys, and show you guys new tracks and new faces, and that's the main goal, is to get fifth scale to more eyeballs. So hopefully all you guys are out there. We're looking forward to it. Should be a ton of fun, and yeah, looking forward to the race weekend. Should be a blast. Should be a lot of racing, and a lot of people coming back out that I've seen haven't been out previously. So it should be a really fun weekend. What's the word on the next batch of mod shocks? Oh, I was just at MIP today, Steve. The V, I don't know what we're going to call them yet. They're going to be V4.5 or V5 shocks, and it's basically a new cap, new color, new spring rate for the front. It's coming as well, and a new green front. So we're going to have 4 fronts and 4 rear springs for our shocks now. So that's going to be sweet. Everything's cross-compatible, and those should be out, I want to say, in time for Christmas. I do know that they are in anodized right now, and but all the parts are done. We just had a batch of springs made. Overall, I think it's about a lot of money. Close to $30,000 worth of shock stuff for the how'd I say it? So lots of money in shocks, and lots of good stuff. It's the most winning shock that's out there. For racing, it's a must for sure. Mike Duncan, brake parts, yes. So new brakes are coming, Mike. Got to test the material right now, but all of the main stuff is coming. Nothing from the MIP brakes. There's going to be some cosmetic changes. There'll be some brake material changes. There'll be an extra guide that's included with the kit. And there'll be some changes to the screws, so they don't hit anymore with some of the aftermarket stuff. So basically a V2 version of them, but everything will be cross-compatible from the previous versions, if that makes sense. Yes, that is also coming. And I want to say that's probably beginning of the year. I know that I have to go and have this made, so I need to see with MIP where they're at with everything else, so I can spread out my money. What's the difference between the V4 and the new gen? Shock caps are going to be different, Nick. Other than that, but not a huge change, not where like you need to upgrade them. New spring is coming. So a new green spring, but something that you can also get. All new color. They're going to be like black on gray, like gunmetal gray. So black on gray will be the new hot color. Piston's going to stay the same. Threading's the same. We made a lot of good improvements on the V4 stuff, and then this is basically a facelift for that that we saw. So it's probably gonna be like a V4.5, which would be it. Is my thinking. No bladder caps, still emulsion, but the cap is different for the bleeder hole where it's located, and some inscribing on it and stuff like that. So that will be a good change. A lot of people were wanting that had our previous version. Yeah, thank you, Nick. So, yeah, guys. So hopefully, brakes are coming, shocks are coming. We're getting a re-up on all of our stuff for the clutches, so we don't run out. And rear diff inserts, definitely the rear diff inserts. And yeah, so everything should be good with all the new stuff. We're looking forward to it. There should be a lot of new exciting stuff coming out, drivetrain stuff for 10 scale. And yeah, more 5th scale goodness. Trying to make sure we satisfy that group and keep 5th scale racing alive and well. So yeah, hopefully everybody loves all the products, loves all the media stuff we've been doing lately. We want to definitely spread the love of RC and get more eyeballs on RC. So should be good. Nick, what about a mod pull start? I've thought of some stuff, Nick. Maybe we'll see in the future. So, anyways, guys, I think we're good. We had a good little crew of people stay on and check everything out. And should be good. Mod servo. So we'll see here, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Be well, have fun, be safe, and we will see you this weekend. This weekend's going to be a ton of fun. Make sure that you're there, whether you're 5th scale or 8 scales or whatever, or you just want to come check it out. It's free. So tell your friends, tell your family, spread it out there. Yeah, we want to see you guys, and it should be fun. So we'll see you guys there, and if not, if you can't be there, you can watch it online. We'll be on like every channel. So we'll have a full live coverage for you guys. That you're able to check it out. Yes, we will have foams. Mike Schaffner. Mod sunglasses. Yes, Mike Duncan. I'll put a little sticker right on the side of the glasses. All right, guys, I'm gonna get something to eat right now. I will talk to you soon, and we'll see you guys in a day or so. All right, guys.